Famed hip-hop DJ Mr. Cee, the finisher, is mysteriously dead at the age of 57. Now, I'm guessing, and the reason is unknown, but I'm guessing it'll come up with some kind of cardiac arrest through some kind of complication. And the reason I'm guessing that is because that's how many other mysterious hip-hop artists have died prematurely in the past. And here's the biggest jaw dropper. Mr. Cee and P. Diddy go way, way back. In fact, Mr. Cee is the person who discovered Biggie Smalls. Stay tuned.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You got knocked the fuck out! What's happening?
Now, Mr. Cee, the finisher, is well known throughout the industry. He was the famed hip-hop DJ on Hot 97. And they released a statement. And it reads, Mr. Cee worked as a DJ for Hot 97. We are deeply saddened by the passing of our beloved Mr. Cee. He wasn't just a DJ. He was a pillar of our stations, bringing joy to countless listeners with his legendary Throwback at Noon and Friday Night Live sets. They continue. Mr. Cee's influence stretched for beyond the airwaves, shaping the very fabric of New York City's DJ culture. So in other words, he is a pioneer of hip hop. Our hearts are heavy as we send our love and condolences to his family and the fans whose lives he touched through his music. Rest easy, Mr. Cee. Your legacy will live forever. Now that's heartfelt, but this thing is fishy. If you don't think this is suspicious, the timing of it, not to mention his connection with Diddy, then I don't know what is suspicious. We're going to unpack this thing for real, for real. Now, I told you, Mr. Cee, the finisher, he actually discovered Biggie Smalls. So now I'm asking myself, why didn't he continue to work with Biggie Smalls? How did he pass him off to Puffy, which indicates that he and Puffy had to have some kind of relationship stemming back over 3 decades. And I'm explaining to you some other correlations that he and Diddy have as well. But again, according to the story, Mr. Cee was introduced to Biggie Smalls by his friend 50 Grand. Now, the two collaborated on Biggie's demo album. Their plan was to redo the demo he and 50 Grand put together. Now, according to Cee, Biggie was very shy. He would always talk with his head down and say, yo, man, don't be promising me nothing, man. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Mr. Cee will be named executive producer on Biggie's debut album, Ready to Die. So again, he and Diddy had to have a rapport, a big time rapport for him to be named executive producer. But how did Diddy become the exclusive or the majority support or representative of Biggie? What happened to Mr. Cee? Did he just abandon his rights? What kind of deal did he and Diddy have? Now this reminds me of the other rap group that Diddy started with Heavy D, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter was around, and Al B. Shore. All of them are dead except for Al B. Shore, and he had a near-death experience. He was in a coma for over a month, and he indirectly said that Diddy has something to do with it. So it's quite naturally to suspect with this fishy death of Mr. Cee, the finisher, it seems very, very suspicious, very shady. Did Diddy have something to do with it? Now, Biggie Smalls wasn't the only hip-hop name celebrity that Mr. Cee worked with. He also was the DJ for Big Daddy Kane. And he was one of the biggest artists to pioneer rap music in the beginning when it first started. So he was well known. Now, rapper 50 Cent and Mr. Cee obviously had a rapport, and a good rapport at that, because it was said that 50 Cent helped Mr. Cee resolve some legal issues back in 2011. And 50 Cent also posted his condolences on Instagram to Mr. Cee. 50 Cent shared an Instagram tribute to Mr. Cee. R.I.P. to the legend, Mr. Cee. God bless him. To all his family and friends, I send my condolences. So 50, I respect 50. He's been the same person, whether you agree with him or disagree with him. He's been the same person from the beginning. Even when he came out with the song Jack in the Industry, he was on that from the beginning. So I commend him from being who he is, his true authentic self. But from what I hear about 50 Cent, he has this rough and tough exterior, but they say he has a huge heart, a big heart. And you're seeing a bit of it right here. Now, Big Daddy Kane also shared a post with the caption, "No words," meaning I can't even come to grips with this. And I'm sure people in closer proximity, people in the industry, I'm an outsider. So if I can see the connection and how this could benefit Puffy by having Mr. C possibly out of the way, I'm certain that they're talking behind the scenes, and I'm certain they're making speculations and allegations that may or may not include Puffy. So the Hip Hop Museum also shared a tribute to the famed DJ. Now, according to the Hip Hop Museum, Mr. C, the finisher, he started out as a mobile DJ. He quickly mesmerized audiences with his impeccable blending of beats and innovative scratching techniques. So that's how he made his claim to fame. He had creative beats and he included innovating scratching and other techniques. So with an extraordinary career that spanned almost 4 decades, his skills on the turntables, unwavering passion for music, and unwavering commitment to pushing boundaries left an indelible mark on the entire industry. This man was a pioneer. It's unfortunate that he had to leave this earth prematurely and under some suspicion, because here's the thing. Why not just come out and say how he died right now? Why wait? This is how they've been doing recently the last few years, especially when it comes down to things that has some kind of suspicion, some suspicious annotations attached to it. Now they continue their condolences to Mr. C. Now today we mourn the loss of DJ Mr. C. We remember his extraordinary contributions to hip hop. May his legacy continue to inspire future generations of artists, reminding us all of the enduring power of music and the transformative spirit of those who dare to forge new paths. Rest in peace, DJ Mr. C, the finisher. So let me tell you another correlation that Mr. C and Diddy had in common. Mr. C was arrested years back for trying to solicit a transvestite. It was alleged that Mr. C also had some shady sexual interactions throughout the industry, implying that he's gay or bisexual. Now let's look at Diddy. It's also alleged that Diddy is gay and bisexual, or bisexual, however you want to categorize it. They also had the connection with Biggie Smalls. In fact, Mr. C was the executive producer on Biggie's first album, Ready to Die, which was produced by Bad Boy. Diddy and Mr. C got deep, deep roots. So now let's look at some of the other deaths. Heavy D, cardiac arrest, complications. Andre Harrell, cardiac arrest, complications. You know what I mean? Come on now. Kim Porter, pneumonia. She had pneumonia. She had cold symptoms, pneumonia symptoms. She died. I'll be sure. A close to death experience. He was in a coma for almost a month, had to get a kidney transplant. This thing is fishy. I'm not saying Diddy did this or Diddy is responsible for Mr. C's murder, but I am questioning, did he do it? Thank you so much for watching. Be great, and more importantly, be blessed.